Jesmo live, sad ćemo mi to provjeriti. Stani bre. Dobro. Live smo. Ajmo mi. Ovaj stream ćemo morat grindat. Znači moramo grindat. Karakteri su mi katastrofa. I wonder još kako tako damage. Al vrate, katastrofa, leveli 50, 50, 60, 70, ajde. Za Rozarium treba mi 12 ovih, što se ovi bodu, bog te. 45. Da, nju nećemo sad. Šta treba Shingshow? Trebaju mu... Aha. Ajmo Shingshowa levelat na 60. Ja bih htjel da barem svaka bude na 70 do kraja streama, tako da mislim da bi to bilo super. A i da i ja šeram stream i to ne bi bilo loše. Dobro. Da li ja ovo mogu pokupit? Ne čini mi se baš da mogu, a? Ko da sam jučer to bio kupio... Da, ne mogu. Kako se to zove? Silk flower.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Znači... Aha.
The wind rises.
A, vidim, kako to jučer nisam, u stvari jučer nisam ovdje išao, ali jučer sam bio tamo na drugoj strani. Još mi jedan treba, ali pokupit ćemo ih još, da će nam još trebati kasnije. Šta ako... Ne može. Da, dobro sam se sjetio. Nikad nisam ni gledao ove... ove likove što mi rade stvari u drugim ovim zemljama. Možda mi rade druge ove weapone. Mislim da čak ovog jesam jedan put pitao, ali mislim da je isto. Da ovdje je isto, a ovi na zoomi. Da, dobro, to... Adventurers Guild, šta sad? Pa mislim da nisam došao do novog levela, ali... Mislim da je to zbog onog questa, ali čega već. U stvari nije. Commissions. Sad mogu summonat kod jedan put. Ne mogu, jebika. Da. Da, ipak je isto. I pretpostavljam da se isto može kupiti. Da. Beskorisno. Dobro, prije story questa moramo upgradeat karaktere. Ćo. Moram 4 puta ubiti bossa. To će biti bolno. Ja nemo hipostasis moram ubiti 2 put. I to će isto biti katastrofa. Ne, nije domain available. A što tebi treba za shield? A, phase 3, a? A što ti treba za phase 3? Geohipostasis, di je geohipostasis? Tu. Dobro, ajmo je ubiti jedan, pa ćemo kasnije kad se respawna opet. Čekaj. Njega ne mogu tući kako god je hoću. Jao, jao. Ovdje ga moram snel tuća, jao. Ček da ja uništim prvo ovo što je dalje. Ujebote, what the f... the fuck, bro? Moram si ove healove napraviti. Ćo, treba mi žongli za shieldove. No, ali je previše slaba.
Leave it all to me.
Behold! Wretched vermin!
I must leave no stone unturned. Rain cut lights out. Yeah!
Squall and fury!
Steady as stone.
Behold!
I missed a spot. That's going back in the wash. Someone needs assistance. Leave it all to me.
Jebi ga.
As a dutiful maid would. I'll catch up.
The wind rises. Squall and fury. The wind rises. Bow your head.
Ej, jebi ga. Treba sam odmah ultu staviti.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Pa jebem ti, jesi tvrdoglav.
Following me.
I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Koliko se dobije, 1 ili 2? Ko da 2 možda. Da, 2, znači morat ću još jedan put. Ali dobro, to ćemo kasnije. Kad se respawna boss. Dobro. Za tebe imamo nafarmano, ali treba nam ovi šljemovi. Čekaj onda. Treba bi imat, da, samo 4. Moram ja te, kak se već zovu, ubijat. Srećom ima ih uvijek ovdje i ovdje. Na pretek.
Too slow. Search for it.
Da li ih ima ovdje unutra? Čime čest ima ih 100%. Vi mi ne trebate. Vi ste mi beskorisni.
You even want this? Squall fury. The wind rises. Unsightly insects.
Dobro.
Squall and fury. The wind rises. Squall and fury. The wind rises. Quit following me. Behold. Quit following me.
Jo, di je to bilo? Ovdje koda. Ja mislim da je tu bilo. Mislim, ja nisam siguran. Di je ona kuća od onog Karibije? Jel to to? Nije, slično, ali nije to to, ja mislim. Ne, nije to taj. Statue of the Seven. Možda ovaj. A nije ni taj, ja mislim. Ma kaki to je u ovom forestu. To znam da nije. Gandaravil, ne, nije to to. Ne. Znači, treba mi... A ovo je... Aloelije. Nije Sumeru samo. Ma ovo je 100% nema gdje drugdje biti. Ali opet nije, znači doslovno jako je slično, užasno slično, ali nije to to. U stvari je! Je, to je to! Ali di je onda onaj, pa to je to. Sad me zanima da li se može tamo u to. Se tu može? A nema one magle, ne može se ući. Bez veze. Da, tu ulazim u čazm. Da, ulazim. Wait, what? Možeš iz Sumerua ući u čazm? What the fuck? Ok, to nisam znao, ali glupo je što ne moraš ono više. Znači, taj blokada ulaz je bio ovdje nisi mogu ući. Da. Dobro, da li ima neki ono zanimljiv quest osim ovog? Ima to, ali to ne možemo. Dobro, ajmo onda ovo.
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into 2 teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run. Then again, Madame Kokumi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from...
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into 2 teams.
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning...
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on!
Da, ove su ove loše ove. Ma nema problema, no problem, ej, no problem.
Comrades! They've set the ship on fire! An arson attack! Curse them! They leave us no choice but to attack! Comrades, let's make them regret it!
Cry loud! I see through you! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Yeah!
Lights out.
Behold!
Let me read you a verse. No, my sword!
No
As a good knight should.
You can't run!
The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
I must leave no...
Behold!
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see! Oh, wow! This is a whole book! Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, construction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we can find her, Goro?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, we should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Sounds good. Ready when you...
The wind rises.
Wait, aren't you? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi, I wasn't with Swordfish 2, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal. I don't know what else it could be. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever...
What a nice guy.
Behold!
I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. Unsettled? And not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. We're at peace now, finally. Sorry.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep.
Squall Fury.
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break.
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryou Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryou Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh! Keep your voice down, so...
Hey there! What you talking about?
Captain, you're back! Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of our closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it... welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say?
I'm innocent!
Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Wait! Kokomi! Something's going down over here! You should take a look, pronto!
Your Excellency! This merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he—
I haven't!
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In, and out. Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain—
Of course! I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryou Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fightings? Or we met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing.
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to—
Yes, of course.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation? Good. I also have a few new—
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
The wind rises.
must be the Fatui camp from the looks of it. It used to be a hilichurl camp. Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our enemies in the light while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma if we strike from above and take down their leader first. The rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, they'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severe. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor. Wow. That will depend on our assessment. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution. But with an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. But absolute stealth would be required during the operation. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a length. There's the swordfish captain I know. Every confidence in your abilities. It's decided then. Let's fight this one together. I'm no warrior myself, but I can still provide some support. I certainly won't be dropping you into battle all by yourself. We should take them down as quickly as possible and retrieve the merchant's goods.
Allow me!
I'll put you on. Have a load of this. Don't be a killjoy.
No, my sword! You can't run! Punishment!
Unsightly insects! Behold!
You haven't seen the last of us.
Judgment! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Wind rises. Miscalculate. Bow your head.
Loneliness of death.
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Covenants of the deep! Hold the line!
Can't run from death.
That wasn't... But it happens. Battles are complex things, and the situation evolves constantly. It doesn't always...
Seems like as soon as the fighting started...
And yet, the outcome is quite satisfactory. A testament to your ability and willingness to adapt. I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a hilichurl. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's...
All right. the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little... Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too dangerous. Kokomi! Kokomi! We found...
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we?
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he...
Kokomi, you think of it...
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Nothing. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race...
Got it! First...
Squall and Fury! Behold!
My goods! Thank you, Your Excellency. You see? I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole...
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he... Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies.
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from
Wait a minute, but...
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and... I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting if we reconcile with them, the god who won—
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just— we should remain strong in these negotiations.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options.
Wonderful.
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place... do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly— I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to—
Oh, Your Excellency! Isn't this the captain of Sword—
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries, though for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Are you all right? Me too. It does get pretty annoying.
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch—
Oh! We retrieved those all—
Really? That's fantastic. I sorted through all the petitions received. Also, according to the schedule—
That's today?
Yes. The two young ladies have arrived safely.
I see. Well, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and— Yay! That's the name of the game.
Great! See you tomorrow.
Stuff like this.
isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. How is she still not here? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she...
So strange. Yes.
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for... let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi really does think of everything.
Squall and fury.
Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
The wind rises.
Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast.
I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got...
No. It's nothing.
You run on energy?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as. You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard-won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only...
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it up.
You do that for me? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
With Sangonomiya events, Cat, this is a lot of work for... Hey, look! Swordfish Captain came back today.
That's just, Give it here!
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking. It's gotta be this one. Look, there's even a bookmark. Ooh, it's pretty. Well, let's... Kokomi is...
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud?
Kokomi? Kokomi! Oh no! She's fallen asleep. Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. You sure that's a... She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time.
Avoid disaster. The war's over. Did you see? What time is it?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the...
I can't believe... I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy!
Too slow.
Squall and Fury.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great!
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between... And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is during the hostilities, the open sea. When the catch wasn't good, we'd go to bed ravenous. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service.
Oh,
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her excellent...
Hey there. Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. He's been acting... It's a miracle the fight... Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information.
Sounds promising.
Wind rises.
Huh? Wait, don't tell. You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Nuh-uh.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is, do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a... I'll answer your questions, but only...
This guy. What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see about... You're a strong fighter. No wonder you really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade. We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui, it didn't happen.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back...
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of what's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back, and what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree. We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun. Surely you agree with...
His point does kinda make sense. Yeah. Are you seriously willing to...
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. For the sake of victory, we embody the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now, you'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission and never forgive the... I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? Darn. What are we gonna do? This is really serious.
You can't run!
Behold!
The whole thing about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui, they wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try...
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling. I think I understand what Kozin means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guards to the location. I highly suspect that one of Kozin's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the...
Well, that's no good.
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryou Commission's guards, and we'd be in... Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we
Sounds like a really tricky...
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will... Let's meet here again. Here. These are some directives I wrote last night. I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt.
Whoa, let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one!
I'm glad to hear it. These peace talks, but any amount of dissatisfaction within our rank as the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand? Excellent.
The wind rises. Search for it. Quit following me.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness to the He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions, but going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to— Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
The last one, but hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu! The situation has changed, rest assured. I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with Madame Kujo. This is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation?
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion, as...
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island, and with respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation.
That's enough. When we return, might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So...
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us...
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one. We bear responsibility. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But of course, Madame Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now, but we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like Kujo-sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here on out.
I never knew the Grand Strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our different... I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now.
Your Excellency,
Let's discuss it after we get back.
The wind rises.
Your Excellency!
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory!
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water, and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never...
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned, the training will be grueling.
Your Excellency, what are you
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging... I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro, and if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reason...
Yes, ma'am. From now on, thank you for this opportunity, Your
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop.
Squall Fury! Surge forth!
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more. Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be honest, in the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, but I realize now that wasn't going far enough. I have a long way to go. But that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island? To keep me company for a while longer?
Take it and have fun.
The wind rises. Search for it.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Jesi napravio komp?
Quit following me.
Add astro... Haven't you heard? There's a stray
There's no need to...
Squall Fury.
I must leave.
Know your place. That's far enough.
Lights out. Rain outlines your fate.
The wind rises.
Too slow. following me. Too slow.
Leave it all to me. No, my soul! Judgment! Ring cutter!
Behold! Bow your head!
Punishment!
The wind rises. Following me. Behold! Squall and fury.
As a good knight should.
Rises. Too slow. Too slow. Quit following me. Squall and fury. Following me. Upon the gale. Quit following me. Wind rises. Behold! Know your place. The wind rises. Behold! Unnecessary. rises. Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me.
Outrider Amber, report.
I will protect you. I must leave no stone unturned. You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Squall and fury. Too slow.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gua.
Steadiest.
Hit shiver.
The wind rises.
You dare to gaze upon me?
Take it and have fun. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
The wind rises. Behold!
Too slow.
Squall and fury. The wind rises.
Quit following me.
Squall and fury.
Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
A to će biti to za danas. Idem ja nešto sad jest. Pa ćemo sutra onda nastaviti. Da, snimio sam video, ne znam kada ću ga izeditat i kada ću ga izbacit, sumnjam da će biti sutra. Vjerojatno će preksutra izaći. Tako da, čujemo se, vidimo se na ovom streamu, na ovom videu, tako da...
It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.